What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, blues people? So we're in a couple of places. We're right now on Instagram and we're on Facebook. And this live is about the African American Folklorist newspaper. Now, just to be clear, and I've said this before, it's a branch of Jack Dapper Blues Heritage Preservation Foundation. Remember, what we do, our goal, our mission is to raise cultural and ethnic awareness of African American traditional music and the Black experience that not only was cultivated on this land, but it was created on this land. That does not mean there's not nuances of other cultures, right? Because there's melanated folk all over the place, all over the world. Okay, so what we want to talk about today, real brief, and I'm not going to take up too much of your time, we are running another membership drive. But this drive is very important, and this drive is asking for donations. Each member, each new member, we're asking to donate a minimum of $50. We printed these up, this newspaper. We pressed this up ourselves. It is not a cheap, inexpensive, or easy task. It is extremely time-consuming. However, more importantly, and I am not complaining, because the response that we've been getting from those who got their hands on the physical copy, let alone those who got their hands on the digital copy, they really, really loved it. So what we're trying to do, I'm not playing no music today. What up, brother Apache Brown? I'm not on here to play music today. I'm talking about the African American Folklorist newspaper. We're having a drive. The website is live. It's still being worked on, but it's live. You can go catch a couple of podcasts. The articles are not up yet, and we are also taking submissions. So if you are an independent scholar, a community scholar, a hood scholar, however you want to say it, if you're not in the academia industry, then you have a space where your ethnography and folklore work can be presented. We're working on a couple of other programs, but that's neither here nor there right now. I will say 10% of all donations that come in for the newspaper go to programs that we're working to give the tools of the folklorist and ethnographer to those who are interested. And you have a place to present your work. I don't know if anybody's even rocking with me right now. I don't see no comments, but that's quite all right. So again, right now we are having a drive, a membership drive, $50 a member. The $50 is not an annual or anything like that. What that is a minimum donation. And what will happen is, if we get the number that we're looking for, we'll be able to produce the next 4 issues, which are lined up. This issue right here will be out in the next couple of weeks. This is issue 2 of the African American Folklorist. And as you can see, I have the shirt on. You saw the pictures that I put up earlier of those who have shirts. Some great brothers bought shirts today. You know, we're working it. We have the information, and we have a group of contributing writers who give their time and their efforts to make sure that they edify you, that they raise awareness, and that they cater to the things that you're interested in regards to African American traditional music, the dance culture of Black music, right? The blues Black scene is very big. The blues dance scene, did I say the blues Black scene? The blues Black scene is very big, bigger than a lot of people want to give it credit for, but that's not what I'm talking about. Sister Freddie, brother Patrick Brown, what's happening? The blues dance scene is very big, and we have a contributing writer who is immersed in that scene at a high level, right? We have a brother from Louisville who gives us a great folklore of that region. We have a brother from the Bronx who gave us great information on hip hop and the neighborhoods and the folklore of the neighborhoods. We have brother Doug Curry. I have to mention his name, from Black and Blues. This guy's been in radio for 40 years. So he knows, what you say, sister? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. He's very, the brother is a wealth of knowledge on African American traditional music, on the blues, on jazz, on rhythm and blues. We can go down the gambit. He writes. He has a column. We have a slew of great people. We also have, for poets, those who write poems, and spoken word artists, we feature poems. We have a kids section, the African American Folklorist Kids. Right now we have 4 kids that are contributing writers, and there's room for more. Speaking of room for more, we also have space on the website. So if you're in the academic arena, you've written your dissertation, or you have a manuscript of a book. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? Nico, how you doing, sir? You have a manuscript or any bit of research that you're trying to get to people, whether you're having not problems, but if you're not reaching those who you want to reach, or if you just want another place to present it, we do accept dissertations and manuscripts, not manuscripts that are under contract that are going to go into publishing. But if you have some great literature that you've written that you want to be published, it obviously, depending on the word count and things of that nature, you reach out to us. And Brother Patrick Brown, you reach out to us, and we either can give you real estate, not give you, let me rephrase that, but we can publish you on our website, the African American Folklorist website, or we could publish you in the newspaper, okay? Some of you seen the first issue, obviously, and I'm happy you did. Oh, so for those of you on Instagram, this image was done by Corey Harris, right? Those of you on Facebook, Corey Harris, okay? So make sure you get with him to either get shirts or because he got it on shirts, or get one of these beautiful portraits of our blues legends, which I like to keep around me because they give me inspiration. Those of you who've seen me perform or knows of my lane when it comes to belting and playing the blues, you know Son House is my dude. Oh yeah, yes he is. And not just Son House, but Memphis Mini. You guys on Instagram don't see the Memphis Mini one on this side right here, but those of you that's on Facebook see it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're having this membership drive, right? The paper is halfway finished. The new paper, the new issue is halfway finished, maybe a little bit more than that. I'm not sure. We got some great stuff in it, okay? Folklore, if you guys don't know what folklore is, it is the study of folklore, which is the traditions, vernacular, behaviors, and things of this nature that is passed down and passed across in an informal way, right? So for me, getting into this, I got into this based on blues. I got into this based on hip hop. I got into this based on black spirituals. I got into this based on the music reflecting my community. I got into this based on the tradition in my household, in my grandparents' household, in my immediate families who lived within 5-6 blocks, in some cases maybe a little bit more. The traditions and heritage in those households traveled with my grandparents from down south. These are the things, some of the things that are studied. right? Ethnography, for me, ethnography and folklorism is the same thing, but that when you document these findings and things of this nature, and that's what this is about. That's what this newspaper is about. We have a couple of upcoming programs. We're going to be paying homage to somebody that I find I hold dear to my heart. I didn't have the opportunity to meet her. She transcended before I even knew who she was. Bessie Jones and the Sea Island Singers. So we're going to do. You're going to see that real soon. You may see that on the website that's coming up. Also, I don't know what you guys have been doing during COVID. Let me see what's going on here, because I want to see if anybody's rocking with me. Who's rocking with me? I don't know. Well, all right, I was just checking some stuff on Facebook. But I don't know how all of you, outside of what you posted on Instagram and Facebook, how you dealt with COVID and everything that's been going on. But how I dealt with it was, Spirit revealed something to me. So I started going into my folklorist and ethnography frame of thinking. And I created this series, this project that is called Blues Narrative. And this particular portion of the blues narrative is called Blues People, COVID-19 and Civil Unrest. I interview everyday black folk. And when I say everyday black folk, it doesn't matter what your denomination is, it doesn't matter what your career is, right? Some are artists, entertainers, whether they're blues singers, blues performers. Some of them are salesmen, some are students, some are young folk. I interview some young folk. Some work in the web information industry. Some are teachers. So just what would be considered the average day-to-day black folk. We sat down and I documented and spoke with them about how they feel about what's happening, Serenity, how they feel about everything we're going through right now, because we're actually going through a pandemic. We're going through civil unrest, right? There's a lot happening, and we are the blues people. So that, in a nutshell, is somewhat explosive and polarizing. So make sure you look out for that. It will be transcribed, as well as you can listen to the audio recordings of me and each interviewee. This, for those of you who are aware of this for me, this particular project is the predecessor, or if you will, I'm taking the baton. Yo, what's up, brother Tim? Listening to the blues, some jazz, eating and getting fat. Yeah, that you know what? They used to say gangsters don't die, they get fat and move to Miami, right? I know you having a good evening, and if you listen to some good music and eating some good food, it also means you got a good woman with you. I'm happy to hear that. But for those of you aware, the blues narrative, blues people, COVID, and civil unrest, I feel I've taken the baton from the slave narrative, because the slave narrative, who interviewed former slaves or those born into slavery, I'm interviewing children of the Great Migration, those who are 1, 2 generations separated. When I say 1, 2, 3 generations separated from slavery, my grandparents, who all, for the most part, would have been in their late 90s if they were still living. My last remaining grandparent, who just recently died, was 96 or 98. So they weren't, they fall into the category of the slave narrative, right? One generation removed, possibly born free and their parents weren't. And when I'm saying possibly, that doesn't mean I don't know. Also, on a side note, you have to understand some of us were already here and not in slavery as it's been presented, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. We can get into that at a later date. You can also read my article, The Copper Colored People, Why Aren't Black Indians Part of Black History Month? But that's not what I'm talking about, the blues narrative and how it's taking the baton from the slave narrative. But we're talking to people right now that are descendants of the Great Migration and how the things they've been informally taught by parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts, uncles, kinfolk in the immediate community, how that is helping them cope with what we're all dealing with right now. Okay, so look out for that. You can find some of the information for that on the website. But again, we have the membership drive. Told you, we the Black PBS, so we're going to be having several membership drives. I'm not going to say several throughout the year, a few throughout the year, but this one is imperative. We have some great information we want to get to you, okay? This is issue 1. Issue 2 is being constructed right now. Issue 3 is already, we want to have these next 4 issues readily available so we can send them out to you. Okay, so we're having a membership drive, minimum $50 donation. I will put all the links in the bio for Instagram. I'll put all the links in the post chat area on Facebook. All right, and we're pushing to get these members. We got other things that are actually happening, but we want to get this to you. Now, if you give minimum 50 or more, obviously those of you who do it first will also get a copy of issue 1. Some of you, if as you get these things as they're still available, so first come, first serve. Shelton Cotton Poe, Black Folk Music Volume 1, God is Good. That album that's distributed through Jack Dapper Blues Heritage Preservation Foundation. You'll get a copy of that album, CD, and you will be investing in the narrative and the voice of your people. See, and this is the thing. Everybody says, we want black business. We need black business. We want to take back the black narrative and all this great hoorah. Well, we and a group, is not just my organization or the people that are working with me to produce this beautiful, wonderful newspaper, but there's a plethora of folk that I know personally and I'm aware of, right, that is out there producing not just great content, but great products, giving great service. So you ask for it, we're providing it for you. We're providing it for you, okay? So the first, no, I can't say the first how many. I don't want to do that to you. That's going to be a surprise. But we're asking minimum $50 for this membership drive, okay? And the membership is for both websites, so you'll be accessible to all the information that we're putting up there, as well as receiving the monthly issues of the newspaper, okay? So I don't know what I'm saying. I will be, who's that? JT Mack, what's happening? Todd Lawrence, if Instagram didn't see this, is the folklorist of the month for the upcoming issue. And our interview will not only be in the newspaper, but it will be broadcasted on the website, and you will see it soon. You want to come see? You want to see? You don't want to come up and show them the shirt? All right.
Well, my hair is looking kind of crazy right now.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You gotta come around. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. You know.
Jesus.
Okay, careful now. This is Miss Pearlie. Okay, she got the shirt too. The kids got the shirt. Everybody who writes, and I don't mean submit and do one-offs. Our contributing writer team has shirts. Okay, people are buying shirts. They're helping the cause. But again, this is a membership drive. Okay, minimum $50 donation. Okay, so we can get these next 4 issues done and to you, and you also will be accessible to all the content that's on the website and on YouTube. Who's that? What's happening, cuz? My cuz from Louisiana. What's happening, bro? I gotta get you some shirts and some newspapers, man. Get us circulating in Louisiana, and Belrose, and Nolans, and Harvey, and Gonzales, and all the good places where our folk is from. So the Todd Lawrence interview will be published very soon. And we have a good 5 interviews from some great people that is about to be published as well. Again, membership drive. We
need your support.
Yes. Okay. We all are working hard. That is part of the Jack Dapper Blues Heritage Preservation Foundation, Jack Dapper Blues Radio, and the African American Folklorist to not just take back our narrative, but present it in the proper context. Okay? And when I say in the proper context, think FUBU, for us, by us. So in other words, the people that are sharing these stories, that are working with me to put this very great paper together, are getting the stories of the people, of the communities, and of the groups that they represent. All right? You in Texas? Well, you're not that far. So then, I mean, we gotta get into Texas too. Then we gonna talk, cuz we gonna talk. But again, membership drive, $50 or is the minimum that we asking for. On Instagram, the link will be in the bio. On Facebook, the link as of now is going to be in the comment section. Okay? We are giving ourselves and our times to make sure that we raise cultural and ethnic awareness of African American traditional music and the Black experience. I use that terminology very intentionally because I know where I come from and who I come from. However, there's some stories that y'all need to know. Okay? I'm going to sign off, but we'll be speaking much more very soon. God bless y'all. You heard me.